Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. We are back with another viewer submitted deck. And this one is by Purple Pikmin, and a cool little Pikmin, of course, profile picture. But let's go through this deck. It is one that you may have found kind of similar to things that we have probably gone against in the past. But I was told he has made some changes to it already, or she, I don't really know. It's a Pikmin, so I can't tell for certain. But we start off with Ens Joltik, Lily's Clefairy, Monkey Dory, Zoroark, of course, it's a Zoroark deck, Pecharunt, Reshiram, Zekrom, Baniri, Lopunny, and then we get into our trainers with Poffin, Pokepad, Ultra Ball, and we go through. I love this boss's orders. I'll be honest, it's probably my favorite boss's orders that I have seen at the very least. Cypher Maniac, Chorus, Crispin, kind of the usual things that you see with it, but I do like this Legacy energy as well. And of course, the gold cards to cap it out. Now, I haven't done this in a long time. We just revived it in one of our last videos, so let's keep going with it. Let's drip out our box, and then we can jump on in. I'm going with Umbreon just because I'm feeling that today. Maybe throw off some people with it as well. Boom. And I did these sleeves just to add more stuff to it. But as you can see here, we have another deck that we might be doing very quickly. But as always with these, I will do the original deck that was pasted in, and then I will do my own deck that I made that's a little bit of a spin on it. Alrighty, and let's jump into Master League. Okay, this person is pretty close to me when it comes to their elo. I really don't care about what my elo is, so you may have seen it all the way up at 1700 at some points in this channel. You may see it all the way down at 1200 like it is right now. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. We have fun here. We don't need to grind the numbers. That's not something that needs to happen. But one of the things I like about this deck is it is, for the most part, a pure and Zoroark deck. And I forget exactly what the one trainer card is that is very similar to kind of Exodia. But if you play the trainer card and you have, I think it's 5 different Ends Pokemon in, you are then able to take 5 prize cards. I think that'd be funny to add to a deck like this, but I think that's also very impractical to get to. And I'm not joking. How funny was that? But I mean, here it really is just more of a pure Ends deck. So we'll get that in, and if I zapping shot, I can get rid of some of the opposing Pokemon's tools and things like that. Not that I really think it, so, but I'm just trying to kind of thin out things at the moment. We will get a Pokepad going, and I can get a... You know, I'll lock in my Reshiram. If you've heard me talk about this before, I am not a fan whatsoever of, you know, Ens Zekrom over Ens Reshiram. I get Shred is very useful, and it is a way to get around like Ogerpon or Crustle. I just think you should have another Pokemon in your deck for the most part always for that, and I really don't know who that gap filler will be for every single time you play. I just think that it's something you should probably figure out for your deck and what works the best. Like, for example, you could have like a Chin Pow or something like that that has Strafe and allows you to attack and come right back. Let's Comet Punch. Okay, so it does 60 damage. Alright, that's not too horrible. Another Pecharunt. I don't need that many. I really don't want to get rid of many other things, so I might just gamble with Lily's Determination. Getting that Ultra Ball to get another Zoroark would have been a good idea, more than likely. But let me attach this. Let me attach this. Let me attach this. I will get rid of one of each energy, and I do have the ability to get that back with Ends PP up. So we will get our Zoroark up there. And even if they were to set up with like Wicked Impact or something like that, it is not something that's really going to stop me. And by doing this, I have also set up my Poison and my Mochi I can also trade. I will get rid of this energy. Those energies are really only good, I think, for the lilies, so I'm not too super caring about that. We do have this Joltik here. Like I said, it's not going to really be zapping or anything like that. I don't really like Joltik in this deck. I feel like you're putting 2 energies on it and you're not getting as much out of it, because it's really just a tool to get tools off of the other Pokemon and to paralyze them, where I think you could replace this with like a Snom, as we've seen a little bit earlier in this viewer deck review and things like that. I don't know if this guy really fits that much. But we are set up pretty good. If we need to, we can start setting up a Lopunny because we have our Baniri here. And we have no retreat cost. So we will not be burning any type of energy or anything here. But we should be doing pretty good. Team Rocket's Factory, that doesn't really surprise me. We have 2 or 3 Ends Castles in here, so we will be burning energy, but that's not really something I'm too super worried about. And this guy does not have enough Team Rocket stuff in there just yet. But maybe? Oh, no. I think it would be because it counts itself. Never mind. Never mind. Alright. Hit me one more time? Nope. Unfortunately not. I wanted him to hit me so I could use Virtuous Flame and really, or Powerful Rage, excuse me, and just knock him out immediately, not have to deal with this very much at all anymore. But unfortunately, that's not how it goes. This takes double damage, so we are going to Boss's Orders forward this Mewtwo and just get rid of it. I do not want to see an Erasure Ball hit me a single time this game. No reason to not go highest damage. Virtuous Flame doesn't have any drawbacks, unlike what Zekrom does with its, I think it's 250 or 280 damage ability, which makes it so you can't attack the next turn. But here, I mean, we're doing quite well for the spot that we're in. Kangaskhan is going to be annoying. I probably should Brock Scouting to get a Monkey Dory, but depending on who he brings forward this next time. Okay, so he can do 220 damage. He'd one-shot me. Alright, he's going to one-shot me. The thing is, I should be able to... Well, one, he's not going to be able to get all of the prize cards because of Legacy. But I'm going to set this up, get Joltik here. Hopefully Joltik will, you know, expire this next turn. But I can get a Baniri set up. Oh no, I already have a Baniri. What am I talking about? Yeah, I can get my Lopunny. Get Lopunny here. Put this on Lopunny. And we are ready for when he inevitably knocks out my Joltik. So we would be able to hit 230 damage, which should, in theory, unless he does something, one-shot this Kangaskhan. If he switches, which is something that is kind of reasonable for him to do in this scenario, because he should be able to see me setting up. I'm going to Chorus. I'm not going to Chorus this turn. Oh, he's going after my Reshiram. Well, I was going to Chorus anyway, so, if he, for whatever reason, doesn't kill me, which Wicked Impact wouldn't, yeah. So, Chorus, switch my Reshiram back, get a Monkey Dory in there, Chorus, get Ends Castle, get another basic energy, put this on my Monkey Dory, start slinging, I mean, I can switch this first, just in case for whatever reason my math is off. I will hit 230 damage. Okay, so I was right. We'll take some damage off of here, and I'm really thankful when people do this to me, because they give me a battery in the back line that is able to keep doing damage. And he gave me a lot of damage to work with. So we are down to 2 prize cards left, and this guy had commented, he had asked me, because... well, unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit of time for me to get this video. He was like, hey, there's no rush on getting this done. And he actually, I think, is going to be playing this in one of the championships and stuff like that, though modified a little bit. And it's super cool that some of the people are coming to me, because I really don't think I am super good at this game. I just like talking about it. But I think this is a really good deck, and I really do not blame someone for wanting to bring this to a championship event or any type of, competition. But I really, really like this deck. I was talking to him a little bit in the comments, and I was like, I'm like 5-1 with this deck. And with the modified one, excuse me, I said 4-1, and then with my modified one, I was 5-2. So I'm not saying I'm going to win this. There is a very real chance that he were to beat me or something like that. However, it is a great deck. It really, really is. Okay, so all I need to do here is Monkey Dory, Adrena Brain, get some of this damage over there, and then I will be able to finish this out with a Lopunny kick to the head with Spiky Hopper. Opponent conceded. There we go. We won. That really wasn't a surprise, especially after that first real setup when I was able to kill that Mewtwo very early on. It is a great deck setup. I'm very happy that I didn't really need to do anything with Joltik. Like I said, I don't really like it. But let's move into my edited deck. I did switch it up a little bit. I put in a Budew instead of the Joltik. I added in the Darmanitan line so I can try to get around the Crustles and Cornerstone Mask Ogerpons. I kept a Lily in there, kept the Monkey Dory. This Chin Pao is what I was talking about, also to try to get around the Crustles and Cornerstone Mask Ogerpons. We, of course, kept in the Zoroark, Pecharunt. I put in more Reshiram's, and I took out the Zekroms. I keep saying I don't like the Zekroms, and I truly do mean it. I added in some more disruption with the Crushing Hammer. I think I added one extra Pokepad. I switched out something for the Jamming Tower, kept some of these, kept the boss's orders, kept the Brock Scouting. Most of these core things that we already had last time. I think I might have added this in. I can't remember for certain if I added another one. But I switched up one of the energies with a Prism Energy. And the thing is if we are able to keep our Dark Energies for Zoroark, I usually like to put the Prism Energies on Monkey Dory. Or, in this case, if I need to discard one of my Psychic Energies, I can put a Prism Energy on Lily's Clefairy because it's a basic Pokemon and it would work for Lily's Clefairy. Without further ado, let's jump into our second one for this episode. If you are enjoying it so far, please subscribe, of course. Let me know what you want to see in the future. If you like these decks, if you didn't like these decks, any suggestions for the decks, actually, what we could try to play. This might be one that I keep using going forward. This and a few other ones that I have recorded recently are some really fun ones, and I'm really glad you guys are commenting them, because these are some of the ones that I never would have tried just on my own. So I'm really, really happy to be able to actually see and experience new decks, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm happy to be able to do this. If it was just the same exact deck, if it was Dragapult without like a significant spin on it, I'd just say no. But if it's something cool, something different, something that I have never played before, and most people probably haven't either, that is what the most entertaining stuff is. So if you want to send me a Abra deck that has Teleporter with 56 energies, I'd play it for fun. We'd lose, but I could certainly try that in the future as well. Maybe don't do that, but if you want, we could make an entertaining 5-minute video. But so we have a pretty decent start. I really want to start quick out the gate with this Lilies. If it would probably be a better situation if I would have, of course, seen what was going on first, because Budew is really, really annoying. But we have our Pokepad, and they are not able to attack me this first turn, so it really does seem like we are in the best scenario that we probably could have had. I'm going to immediately get a Monkey Dory. This guy just seems to be doing a typical Dragapult deck, and this is really one of the hardest ones to get around just because it's such a good deck. One thing that I may not have had in here is, do I have any... I don't have any Night Stretchers. That could be an issue, because if they kill my Clefairy right now, it's cooked. So, I don't have any Monkey Dories. That is annoying as hell. They are prize locked. Shit. I guess we could get a Reshiram. This is really not what I wanted to see starting this. I don't know what else I want to do this turn. I don't think there really is, because I have the setup that I need to both get Clefairy out of there, and I can Lily's Determination this next turn. So I don't have any items right now that I really need to use. I am really sad that my Monkey Dory is, in fact, prize locked. So we will see how it goes. I did not run this through the Prize Trainer tool that I have made. If you want to use Prize Trainer whatsoever, if you haven't seen the video, it will be linked in this video, as well as Prize Trainer will be in the description for you to use if you want to use it as well. I like it because it helps me learn some of these decks quite quickly, but I know very, very early and very, very easily that I really, really needed my Monkey Dory here, and I'm not going to have it. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get some of this damage off, because they're very much going to target my Reshiram, and this is something that I really need this game. So we will see. Dusclops already isn't really surprising. I wonder who he's going after with Dusclops, or if he's going to keep leveling it up, because he can one-shot Reshiram with Dusknoir, so... I don't know what else he can do this turn besides Itchy Pollen. There we go. Alrighty. Dark Energy. Nothing I can really do with Dark Energy right now, so I'm just going to keep it in my deck because I'm going to need them. Ends Castle, get that up there. I can't Crushing Hammer, unfortunately. We will retreat, but I will get our homie up there. I will trade... I'm going to trade a Poffin. I don't think there's very much I can do with that. At least at the moment, because I don't really need another Zoroark right now, unless he were to kill me. But if he does do his full damage on me, and doesn't kill my Reshiram in one go, I will be able to one-shot his Dragapult with the Powerful Rage ability. But if he doesn't kill me this time around, that gives me a little bit of hope to be able to try to set up, say, Darmanitan or something like that, and that does quite a bit of damage. But this Budew is really going to be annoying to try to get out of the way, because, well, I mean, when isn't Budew annoying? So, unless you're playing like a Serial Edge deck, and you can one-shot it with Charcadet. So, it doesn't really matter. It also is annoying to kill something because you put aside your advantage that you had with, say, Lilies or something like that. Alrighty, this is exactly what I was talking about. Unless he has any buffs, he doesn't kill anything that I have this round. So... he does kill something that I have this round. Dang it! But I do have a Brock Scouting, so unless our other Reshiram is prize locked, we should be able to use... Oh, he's just going for the kill. Okay. I'm a little intrigued by why he would do that, but at the same time, he is able to one-shot the Lily's Clefairy, but I will try to set up these other things. He's setting up another Dragapult, I'm sure. But I'm going to Crushing Hammer, just try to disrupt him a little bit going into this next turn. I'll put a Lily's up there, because I'm okay with sacrificing some of my cards. That's unfortunately something you need to do against Dragapult, because he's going to kill me. I'm not very good at math, but I can tell you that 130 plus 200 is 330, so... What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Full Crushing Hammer just for the hell of it. It didn't work. All right, that's kind of how. That's always how it goes for me. I feel so. I'll get at least one more kill this turn. Get Budew out so it can never come back. And also, this will give me another prize card to kind of keep up in the race a little bit. Ends PP up. Okay, that's not bad. Chorus won't help me. Brock's Scouting might help me. So let's get you and you going. I was really expecting him to get my Reshiram because I'd be kind of neutered without Reshiram at the moment, but he likely knew that there was a chance at the very least that I would be able to come back. And the thing is I am able to come back this next turn. I can sacrifice my Baniri, not that I really want to, but I certainly can. Because he should not be able to kill my Zorua or my Baniri no matter what this round, unless he has some shenanigans that I don't know about, because he doesn't have a Duskull or anything ready to set up. He's gonna probably Recurrent Active again, and then he's flipped the scripting again. Yeah, no, this is just a really hard matchup. Dragapult is a very good deck for this exact reason. Of course, you can tech against him as much as you possibly can and much as possibly want. It's just such a good deck because it can work through just about anything. It has its inline setup for it. It has very little that it needs. This is annoying to get, but say with Rose's Encouragement or with Crispin, you're able to set up your Dragapult very quickly. And I don't think anything that I would have this game or would have from the other setup would really have changed much of this at all. Who's he putting damage on? Because he's killing the Clefairy. I don't have any more other types, so I don't really know why he did this. That's not really something I appear to be keyed in on. I'm not going to be able to one-shot anything. But I will get rid of Jamming Tower and Petrol to get another Zoroark. And I will get him up. I will get our Lopunny up as well. I will add this. I'm going to switch out my Colress. I don't really think that I would need Colress. Crispin, I could also start setting up, but I don't really need. I'll put that in my hand. I'll put this onto Lopunny just to set it up for next time, because if he were to knock out my Zoroark, I can then bring forward my Reshiram, immediately return it. So nothing too super crazy. We're going to Virtuous Flame, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to kill him this round, but he should not, in theory, be able to kill anything that I have this round either, unless, like I keep saying, he has some other shenanigans that I don't know about. And what's going to be really difficult is trying to get around this second Dragapult. And I would not be surprised if he is about to have a third Dragapult. Boss's orders. Who's he bringing forward? Oh. Okay. I mean, I could Mega Lopunny, bring this forward, and try to bait more damage onto my Zoroark, and then Ultra Ball to get my a Reshiram back, because I do have another one. Yeah, I didn't get rid of any other ones at any other point. I'm thinking that's the only chance that I really have. Because I like the more and more damage he is putting onto my Zoroark. Yeah, my Zoroark. So, yeah, I'd be able to kill him by attaching one more energy. Well, that really sucks. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? So, let's get this. I'm actually going to start trying to make a play on Pheasantipity. I will now be able to one-shot. I can trade my Chien Pao for 2 more cards. Zorua, I don't want him to be able to one-shot any other Pokemon, but I will try to bait more and more damage because unless he has another boss's orders, if he has another boss's orders, I'm screwed anyway. So it doesn't really bother me too much, but if he keeps putting damage onto me, I can at least chuck it back a little bit, and I'm going to go for that Pheasantipity if I have the opportunity to, because I will be able to trade for another ends, like, whatever, with trade. I could get rid of PP Up, I could get rid of Zorua or Baniri. I don't need any of them. Right now, if he gets a boss's order, it's over. If I get a boss's order, it is also over. So, we will see how it goes. Flip the script. So many chances to get a boss's order. How many has he used? 1. I find it very unlikely to only have 1 boss's orders. He could also rare candy his Duskull to get a Dusknoir. That could be really bad for me if he were to do that, but it is something that he'd have to set up a little bit more than I think he is capable of at this very moment. Though he might be getting it right now. Boss's orders, he can't use it though. Night Stretcher, what is he getting with Night Stretcher? The Dusknoir? Dusclops, okay. I don't know what he's doing. I'm really confused with what he's doing. I would understand a sacrifice if he had a Dusknoir. He has 2 avenues to win, which is really annoying. Please put all that damage on my Zoroark. Please? Please for me? He's not gonna, but please? Alright, we're really thinking this through. Okay. Okay. Now, how do I want to do this? I am going to trade Baniri. I didn't get anything. I have an idea. I don't think it's going to work, but I could at least try, because I can't do anything else. Give me a Pecharunt. This is like the Hail Mary play right now. Pecharunt, Subjugating Chains forward. Alright, we'll see. I need 290. We didn't get it either way. Oh my, we have lost. And that is very unfortunate, but we did in fact have a good game. And I will concede because I don't want him recontracting for whatever and wasting my time and your time. But if you did enjoy this video, please let me know. We had a great deck this time around, and I want to thank Purple Pikmin once again for submitting it, and best of luck actually using whichever deck you decide to bring with you in your competition. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, let me know if you enjoyed it, if you hated it, and any suggestions for the deck or other decks in the future. I hope to see you around again very soon.